Oh boy, they're doing it to you again. Oh man, this is typical Silver Slipper. Gosh, they are terrible. It's like it's like you love wrestling, but you don't like all the programs that's on the show. Oh man, like I've seen some wrestling cards that just weren't great. You've seen the old storylines before, and you go, okay, I've seen this. They're gonna turn on so and so. This is it's bad. Well, let me let the rest of you in on it. YouTube and I have been going to war over my live streams on my page. They're trying to take down my live streams and sabotage them because those are doing the most damage to LeBron James and the National Basketball Association. So we've been going back and forth on why certain things that's supposed to work isn't working. So just so you will know, that's why we didn't go live with this video. They don't seem to get it. I'm going to make the video regardless. The rest is on them. Now, if you think I'm going to sit here and give you a rosy, I love the NBA and this game is fantastic videos, then no. I mean, if the game is that, I'll tell it, but it's not that. The game is corrupt. And let me let you in on what they're actually doing. What the NBA is actually doing right now is they're using all of this time that they're off for these 2 months to use their marketing department to keep you talking about the NBA. Is throw out these ridiculous scenarios and impossible scenarios just to keep you entertained and your eyes and attention on the NBA. The NBA has a short turnaround before it restarts its season. So they need your interest, even though the NFL is going on right now and Major League Baseball is going on and they're getting ready to have their World Series. They need you to kind of be thinking about, hey, look at me. I'm the NBA. I'll be back. Don't forget me. So that's what they're doing. All of these scenarios, who the Lakers are gonna get now, it's a dog and pony show. Um, all these moves right now are just to keep you engaged. Now, Derrick Rose going to the Los Angeles Lakers. What was it? The day before was Chris Paul. Now it's Derrick Rose is coming. Who's next? Jesus? They probably try to sign him too. And LeBron try to get Jesus on Clutch Sports. I know you the Christ and all, but I'm the God of the basketball court. You need to sign with me. So, anyhow, enough of that. Uh, LeBron James has basically lowered the standards of what a basketball champion is supposed to be. He basically stained it completely so it means nothing. But Derrick Rose coming over to the Los Angeles Lakers is a terrible idea. It's terrible. I don't know why people would co-sign that. Had you forgot? We've seen this before. We've seen it before. We saw this before in Cleveland. It wasn't working there. It wasn't working at all. LeBron and Derrick Rose chemistry did not exist in Cleveland. They tried to work on it. They practiced together, and LeBron brought him over there because he's like, hey, this guy still got some moves and he can still do a thing or two. Then Derrick got hurt, and then it was all the pressure and the media. I don't know if Derrick even wants to go through that again because the expectations is championships over there and the media and everything, and him having all those injuries and dealing with the press, and it's mentally draining to go through that. So it was a situation. And when you continuously have situations, then problems ensue, right? At all times, problems can just show and rear their ugly little heads. Now, people are like, oh, you just hate. No, go back and watch LeBron when he played in Cleveland with Derrick Rose. The chemistry wasn't there. And the reason the chemistry wasn't there was because LeBron, the way he plays the game and the way Derrick plays the game, they both need the ball in their hands to create. They're not really good off the ball players. Derrick is not a real good off the ball player. He's better with the ball in his hands. So you can't have two guys on the court at the same time playing together who play that style of basketball. It makes the offense even more stagnant than it already is. And it's easy to defend a style like that. Now, Chris Paul is different. If Chris Paul was on the team, he knows how to play with someone like James. James is someone who would share. A lot of people think James is not what you think. James only has the ball in his hands because he's trying to look for openings or create for himself. But he's more than happy to share the ball with anybody on the team and say, hey, you want to be the man? Go ahead. Russ just got there and he's like, Russ, you the captain. It's your show. Do what you want. Now, ultimately, what I would like to see, I love Derrick Rose, man. Like, he's really from the city. So I definitely wanted Derrick to succeed, do well. Much blessings to him. We love the guy. Nothing but heart. Derrick Rose is the guy we want to make it. Now, is this going to be a reality? Like, can Derrick actually do something? That we don't know. We don't know at all. Derrick was good in Detroit. He did really good. He worked really hard on his outside shooting. I just want Derrick to go to a team where it's a team, and he could really fit in and add to the equation. I think he would be a better fitted um, person for the Clippers. Somebody who's a veteran, who's been an MVP of this league. I don't think you want the attitude of somebody in the locker room who's not geared towards winning a championship. Not like it would be cool if we won, but no, somebody that really wants to win. And I think that's what the Clippers provide. They have people over there that they're kind of mixed, and if you weed some of those guys out, you should be all right. I've never seen a chemistry work with LeBron James to perfection. Kyrie Irving adjusted his game to play with LeBron, so you know a lot of people have to make adjustments, and Derrick would have to make an adjustment, but he could come off the bench. I mean, to me, it don't add or help, don't really help or hurt your team. In other words, so if he's there, okay, but I don't see them putting Derrick in a starting point guard type of position because I still believe they have Avery Bradley for one more year, don't they? I don't know how the contract works over there, but you got Rondo really on the bench. You got Bradley coming back, who didn't play at all in the playoffs, but he's going to get a championship ring. Um, Pope looked like he's on his way out because he's choosing to opt out of his deal, which pays him $8 million. I'm like, who's gonna pay Pope any type of money? That's a shock. You finna opt out of an $8 million guarantee? Wow. And AD's finna get ready to get a super max with the Lakers, which is gonna keep him there. And that's 200 and some odd millions gone. Plus LeBron overflated contract and all these other guys coming in. So this is it. Well, oh gosh, y'all comments are crazy. No, I'm not crying over no Lakers winning. it's always been crazy, and thank you. You can for the cash app, Sharon. Thank you. Yeah, if you want to donate, my cash app is Carcino. For everybody who's new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can get your notifications. Yes, it's been a problem for a long time. Uh, just watching the corruption of the NBA, but they got talent already. You have talent. You have a mountain worth of talent. All you have to do is your job. That's it. Seriously, all you have to do is your job. How hard is that? That should be like the easiest thing in the world to do. If somebody said, man, all you got to do is promote what's out there. The game is telling its own story. You know, the Utah Jazz game versus Murray, when you got Mitchell and Murray going at it, that should have been promoted all throughout the NBA. But they didn't care. It was just another game, another series to get through to try to promote LeBron. It's just, it's sickening and it's sad because they don't seem to know where the problem is, and everybody who's watching it knows what the problem is. It's like we're watching it. We're telling you what the problem is. When are you going to start listening to what the problem is and the solution? We're giving it to you for free. We're consulting your organization. We're telling you where the flaws are and how to fix them. Something that you're paying guys hundreds of thousands of dollars a year and they're not even doing the job. At the rate they're going, the NBA is going to be a all online program. The rate they're going. That's how much they've lowered the whole standards of the NBA. Now, Luka Doncic is going to be the man. Watch what I tell you. As soon as LeBron is done, they're going to promote Luka Doncic as the man of the NBA. The Dallas Mavericks are going to be a powerhouse. They're going to be vying for championships. And it's going to be the Luka era. Just wait. Give it about a year or two. They're going to be talking about Luka all the time. Luka, Luka, Luka. But Luka could play. But it's not going to be as good as they make him. So just pay attention as they try to build these teams up. They're going to bring the Knicks back. They're going to bring all these teams back and resurge them. Even though the Boston Celtics are where they need to be, they just a couple of players, about one or two players away. That team was destined to disrupt the whole Laker party that he's put together, but Miami matched up very well against them. And it was an awesome series to watch, Boston and Miami. An amazing series. It was some great basketball played this season. Unfortunately, it wasn't by the Los Angeles Lakers, who won the championship. So, anyway, I don't want to make this video too long, so just consider this a live stream. Carcino, I'm out. God bless you. Don't forget to check out the Patreon. We got some special stuff on that today. I got baking soda.